Hey, this is Brett Kline with Talk of the Town. Before we get into our episode here today, if you want to be a guest on Talk of the Town, you can go ahead and contact us. You can call us on Top of the Hill, 740-432-5605, or you can email us, info@yourradioplace.com. Hello and welcome to this edition of Talk of the Town. My name is Brett Kline. I'll be your host for today, and I'm speaking with Gail Bell. Gail is with the Pilot Club of Cambridge, and for people who might not know what exactly the Pilot Club does within the community and just in general, could you maybe explain a little bit about the Pilot Club of Cambridge?
We are a service group that's dedicated to do service, to do things to help improve our community. And one of the things that we do, we helped wrap the gifts at Christmas time. We've done walks for Alzheimer's, but now we're looking at service project of doing Safety Town.
Yeah, Safety Town has been within this area for a while. I'm sure that, especially with COVID around, it might have, had its bouts then and there. But I remember when I was, a participant in Safety Club, and then I was a volunteer helping out with Safety Club and so on and so forth. And I think, that's always so much fun for the kids. And, it's always their favorite day when the tricycles get pulled out and you get to go around the interactive town. That's always the best part of it. And of course, you learn so much about, just safety in general when you're there. And I think the Pilot Club does a fantastic job with everything about that. So Safety Town for this year, let's talk about, what are some details on this year's Safety Town?
Safety Town is for young people who are going into kindergarten, okay? And it's going to be held June 2nd. 3rd and 4th, which is Monday through Wednesday, 9:30 to noon each day. You mentioned the bicycles. They get to ride each day. It's tricycles. And the little village is set up to look like Cambridge. And the children really enjoy doing that. It's a challenge to get them to go the right way on one side of the road, but it's a challenge. But we have lots of young people who come in and help the young ones learn. The other thing is the local police department will come in, and also the fire department comes. And then there'll be, like I say, it's on June 2nd through the 4th in the mornings. And we have some registration dates to start with. Real quickly, they're coming up. The first one is Saturday, May 3rd. And the registration will be out the Cambridge City Park in Pavilion 1. Between, I believe it's 9 to 3 p.m. So, and then the following 2 weeks after that, on Saturday, May 17th, is the second registration. Registration involves filling out an application and a $20 registration fee, which would pay for the child's T-shirt that they will get the first day for photographs.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the Safety Town, as we talked about, it does provide you with some very important skills that you can learn even at such a young age, and being able to, have some local law enforcement come in and talk to the kids. While it might look a little scary, they are actually, very kind and deal with the kids very well. When I volunteered there, I mean, it was just a blast because you could see all these kids learn things every day. They go through their different stations, and it's just a good thing for the kids. So again, what are the dates for Safety Town? And I know the registration dates are coming up, but what are the dates people can expect for Safety Town this year?
June 2nd through the 4th, Monday through Wednesday in the morning, and it's held at the Cambridge Garfield Administration Office.
Yes, Garfield Administrative, but for people who might recognize it as South,
That's right.
that's what I remembered as, because we had our little subdivisions and, growing up in school. So it was formerly South, now the Garfield Administrative Center. But I think a lot of people, should definitely try and get, their pre-kindergartners enrolled in Safety Town. It is such a blast, and it's so much good that it does for the community. So I want to thank Gail for joining us for this edition of Talk the Town.
Can I say one?
Of course.
Okay, we have also coming up this evening is our April meeting, and we're giving out intervention specialist grants. Those are worth $200 to an educator in our communities, and those are going to be presented tonight. And so that money goes for materials. So that's another way to enhance the classroom for teachers. And then also, we will be involved out at Touch a Truck, and that'll be later on in June. So,
Well, hey, keep your eyes peeled for everything they have going on. The Pilot Club of Cambridge, so much good within the community. Again, they do service and they service back the community. So much going on. Gail, I thank you for joining us for this edition of Talk
thank
to the
you.
Town. And I thank you for joining us for this edition of Talk to the Town.